What is going on, my fellow Librans, and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Tawny Michelle, and yeah, this is your November 2019 tarot and astrology reading. Welcome. If you end up liking this reading, please hit the subscribe button and set your notifications to all. That way you will get all of my cool spiritual astrology and tarot videos when I upload. So let's do this. So Libra, what is November 2019 gonna be like for us? So basically this month I feel like you're gonna be a little bit more energized, right, than you have been, especially starting like the beginning of this month. I know I've been feeling a lot more energized this past week already, which is crazy. Oh, Three of Swords. Our readings always like throw me through a loop, man. Like, I swear it's crazy. So the first part of the month, you could have been feeling a little bit like insecure. That's kind of what I'm getting from this card. You could have been feeling like, you know, there was something that your heart really wanted. There was something that really let you down. There was something that you felt like you weren't getting the full payoff of, there was something that was also possibly taking very slow, like you felt like you were hitting dead ends or brick walls, and it was just making you feel really insecure. So yeah, like you could be feeling a little bit more energized at the beginning of this month, but you could also be feeling like your heart really wants something. You're really kind of like, well, you think that your heart really wants something. And you feel like you've been waiting like a minute to get it, you know? And you feel like you're constantly just crashing. Like, where is it? Why isn't it coming in? What's going on? What am I doing wrong? Like, is it me? You know? I also feel like there's a lot of time and energy spent into something, and you kind of felt like you were let down in some way. You were disappointed in some way, or something hurt you in some way, right? So even though you could be feeling that Mars energy finally, because Mars is now visible, could be feeling a little bit more active, a little bit more assertive, it's like your mind is still in this funk of like, what's going on? Also, with Scorpio being the sign right after yours, this month is going to be a lot about worth. A lot about, you know, what's your worth? What are you, is this worth it, right? Worth and self-love. And I'm telling you right now, Libra, if you're focusing on others, if you're focusing on others to make you feel better about yourself, that is where shit could hit the fan, or is hitting the fan. Because this month is about worth. Five of Swords. Big time about worth. And you could be insecure, or someone around you could be insecure. We have Earth energy coming up here, but someone around you could be so insecure that they feel like they probably aren't being a very good sport, right? They're not being like very nice. They're not being very, like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not sharing. They're not being very, you know, grateful. Or you could be being this way because of whatever it is that you've been going through mentally and emotionally. You felt like you really wanted something, or like you really deserved something, and that you were overlooked, or you were looked right through, or passed up, or something along those lines. Oh, wow. So now we have major Cancer energy, the Moon and the Chariot coming up here, motherly energy as well. How do you nurture yourself? You could be put in a position where it's time to nurture yourself. It's time to tune everything else out, right? Because you could see this card in this deck, which is the Zombie Tarot, the Four of Hazards, which is the Four of Pentacles. In this deck, there's this guy in the store. He's got a shotgun. He's got like loads of food. He's set for the zombie apocalypse, right? But there's these people that are wanting in, and he's closing his ears like, I ain't letting y'all in. Right? He is in survival mode. So sometimes people need to be selfish, right? So you could either look at that as like you're being selfish. And yeah, some of you might be being selfish. I do see that with the Five of Swords here. But I do feel like there's a level that you just need to like disconnect right now. Like you need to just disconnect and really focus on you. Take care of you. Because dealing with other people when you're already selfish, it's just going to resort in some kind of fight, some kind of back and forth, right? Dealing with other people when you're already feeling that heavy energy of like, When you're not worrying about yourself enough, you're going to explode and you're going to start becoming selfish because there's not a balance there, right? And we're naturally selfish humans anyway, right? There is a balance there. We have to worry about ourselves. If we're not okay and we take that shit out to the world, to other people, we start projecting it onto them and then putting expectations on them. And then when they don't pay up, we're like, what the hell? And so I kind of feel like right now you just need time. You just need time. You need rest. With this moon card, I'm seeing rest. You need rest. You need to nurture yourself. This Cancerian energy, you need to nurture yourself. You need self-care. You need to find the beauty within, not without. And that's what I feel like that's kind of what you're focusing on. Where's the beauty in other people? Where's the beauty in my life? Where's the beauty outside of me? No, where's the beauty within? What do you truly value? At the end of the day, if you got food, like, yeah, I know it sounds harsh, but if you have food, if you have water, if you have a place to sleep at night, like, you're good, you know? The earth is our home at the end of the day. Some of you guys are going through some shit, man. I did not realize you guys would be going through it like that. But yeah, this is really like, I feel like some of you guys have this direction, this plan, this vision of where you want to go. Like, you know, you can see it so clearly, but it's being a little bit diluted by the moon. It's an illusion. The illusion of where you think you should be and how you think it should be is what your issue is, Libra. And when you start accepting reality for what it really is, you come out of this energy. When you accept reality for exactly how it is right here, right now, you start letting go. You stop putting expectations on everything and everyone, right? Because the illusion of how you feel it should be is your problem. Because you're comparing it to this illusion that you have, and it's not correct. So you're all like, you know, because it's not like this illusion, you're like, I got to save everything I have. I got to hoard everything. I got to bring it all in because who knows when I'm going to get XYZ again, or who knows when XYZ is going to happen, or if it's ever going to happen. So I'm scared and I got to hoard it all. Like, and really the illusion is the issue in the first place. Accept your reality for what it is at this time and don't try to turn it into something it's not, right? And that deals with kind of this energy of worth. Queen of Hazards. The Empress, self-worth. Self-worth. 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 9 of Hazards, 8 of Swords. So yes, you are trapped in your head. It's this self-imposed crisis, this self-imposed prison of how you think it should be right now. It has a lot to do with money, material things, or people. Physical things that you can see, feel, and touch, your physical reality. You are trapped in your head because you think it should be different. You have this dream of how you want things to look and how people should treat you and how your life should look. You have this dream, and that dream is okay. But when you start making the comparison to that dream versus how your life actually looks, that's when shit starts hitting the fan, because your life is the way it is for a reason. You don't know, like, you could be losing things because you're about to gain something really big. We're all about to gain something really big. We're stepping through portals in November. This freaking amazing aspect that's happening that I'm about to talk to you guys about in a few minutes, that's happening at the end of the month, it's going to be a huge blessing for everybody. I'm going to talk about how it's going to affect you. But you have these dreams, and once you can start accepting reality for the way it is, instead of trying to escape it, instead of trying to run from it, instead of feeling like all this shit is happening to you and you don't know why, and putting these self-imposed mental standards on your life and your reality and the way everything is and on yourself, that is when you will truly start coming out of it. And you'll stop feeling as lonely, and you'll stop fighting with people and putting expectations on people. It is the way it is right now for a reason. Accept that. Like, yeah, it may suck right now. Accept that. It's not always gonna suck. You've gotten out of worse situations before. And if you really like think about it, Libra, like the moment that you accept a bad situation for what it is, like let's say, oh my God, I lost my job. How am I going to pay my bills? We've all been there before, I'm sure, or something similar. How am I going to pay my bills? What am I going to do? How am I going to survive? You got out of that situation. And the moment that you were like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not worrying about it anymore. I can't do this anymore. The moment that you finally surrendered, it all worked out on its own. Really, think back to your life and think of those moments where you surrendered and how it all ended up working out. Because you're here today, it worked out. I know it did because you're watching this video right now. And if you weren't watching this video right now, then maybe it didn't work out. But if you're watching this, it worked out because you're watching this video. And the last two cards we have, like I said, Queen of Hazards, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress. Once you can find that self-worth of the Empress, which is your energy, once you start embracing that self-love, nurturing yourself, nurturing the beauty within, then it turns to the beauty without. Naturally, it has to. It has to. That's like literally the energetic makeup of the universe. That's literally the laws of the universe. Like when you start embracing the self-love, the self-beauty within, it starts showing without. So just keep that in mind. Like, you don't have to stay chained to this illusion of how you think things should be. They're not that way for a reason. And the reason that they're not that way is because your life is making room for what you want, for your dreams. It's not going to happen overnight now. And I know a lot of you have been working really hard for really long to make certain things happen, to make certain things change, but it starts internally. When you stop trying to work externally on making things change and you start trying to work internally, that is when your external life starts changing. So let's finish going over your astrology here. So this month is going to be really looking at your finances, budgeting, organizing your finances, watching what you spend, transforming or adjusting the way in which you make money or value yourself. The Scorpio new moon for you guys is going to be about transforming, or the Scorpio new moon for you guys was about transforming and clearing out things that don't have value or worth anymore. Getting honest with yourself about what has value or worth to you. You'll probably also notice that, you know, payoff starts coming towards the end of the month. The more you turn inward, the more payoff you'll start seeing externally. Also, I really feel like this is about getting honest with yourself about if your self-worth needs work, if like what you can work on about yourself, what you don't like about yourself, and what you need to heal. And that's a lot of what we've been doing in my online course, Soulology for Spiritual Alignment and Transformation. So if you would like to check that out, definitely go do it. But if you can't financially afford it right now, then do not worry about it. But basically, I think that some old hobbies could come back up. And I also think this is going to be big about speaking up about things, being honest with yourself about things, the way that you think about things. It's not a great time to take any big financial risk or spend like loads of money. Reorganizing old talents, basically reorganizing your closet, your possessions, your home, things like that could be a great thing to do around this time. Learning to make space for the new things that are coming to you that you may not see yet, but they are. Mercury retrograde is going to be in this area too. So, you know, if you're doing anything, like if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, you have clients or services, it's probably not the best time to do much with those right now, just because there could be a lot of confusion, a lot of technical difficulties, all that kind of thing. Or if you're wanting to launch a business or something like that, probably not the best time, but it is a good idea towards the end of the month if you were wanting to do that. Anyway, so Venus is going to be in Sagittarius, so this is going to be about communication, the media, creativity, finding creativity through communication or expressing yourself in some way. The Taurus full moon is happening on the 12th, and for us, for Libra risings especially, this is going to be in the 8th house. So this is like a culmination point or change in the way that you share money or resources. But you could also see that even if you're a Libra sun or moon. On the 19th, Mars moves into Scorpio, and it's going to be opposing Uranus and Taurus. So around this time, you may feel driven to like break the rules or try to make money in a way that's not legit in some way, right? And you may or get schemed into something that's not legit, so pay attention to that too. You may feel restricted or feel like there's a lack of freedom with money, so it's important to communicate through some sort of, it's important to communicate, basically. This is what's going to help you get out of it, maybe asking for help or changing your perception. Once again, this will help you get through this energy, but I also feel like this could be a big breakthrough moment for a lot of you as well, where some kind of communication comes in that helps you break free of this. Also, on the 24th, this is the big one. This is when Venus and Jupiter conjunct in the sky in Sagittarius at the galactic center point, and we are ruled by Venus, so this is like a huge deal for us. So this could be blessings in with some kind of connection or communication or talents or skills, media, technology, marketing, advertising, ideas, transportation, collaboration, short trips, siblings, projects, messages, blessings, just blessings in those kind of themes. It's going to be like a blessing from a different realm, blessing from the universe, whatever you want to label it as. So that's going to be around the 24th, but it could be a few days before, a few days after. So make sure you're paying attention around that time. And the Sagittarius new moon is going to be on the 26th. And this tells me that whatever blessing comes in, it's going to be like a whole new beginning. It's going to be like, you know, this whole new beginning to whatever blessing came in with our talents, our skills, feeling more optimistic. It's going to feel like a road opener, like whatever block has been happening just got like literally bursted into pieces. And so it's going to be amazing. So amazing things are coming, Libra, but in the meantime, the way to make those start coming faster, the key, like in this moon card, there is a key. The key is to deal with your darkness. The moon card in the tarot is all about our shadow side. It is all about dealing with the darkness. It is all about our reflection, mirroring, right? The moon mirrors. It is all about letting our darkness, like dealing with the internal darkness within. That is your key. And it's night in this picture. It's dealing with the things that you've been avoiding, dealing with those insecurities, because those insecurities are what is causing the illusion of how things should be. And that is going to completely shove you off in a new direction with the Chariot there. And also nurturing yourself, your self-worth, your self-value, your own values. What are you putting value in? What are you putting stock in? You know what I mean? So anyways, Libra, this was your guys' November 2019 reading. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know down below if this video resonated with you. I would really love to know. You can join my Patreon for more cool readings and videos and all kinds of cool stuff, or you can get a personal reading with me at TawnyMichelleTarology.com. I am having a sale right now for 22% off for Scorpio season, so definitely make sure you check that out. I love you guys, Libra. Bye.